Predatory Lender presents Blood Money, April 1st, 2011. Raw, uncut footage. Starring Christiana Kelley.
Hi, this is Geisha Monster here with the Predatory Lending Network, and we're talking about the nuclear crisis in Japan today. What do you think about the Japanese nuclear crisis?
I think it's a crying shame. Right now, they're in need of as much help as they can get, you know, with the cleanup. But I also feel that when you're dealing with nuclear type structures, you need to build them so that they're safe and secure.
What is the future of nuclear power throughout the galaxy?
The future of nuclear power? Well, we're still going to be dealing with nuclear power no matter what. So nuclear power in the future is going to be it's definitely going to play a big part in our society.
How safe is Japan's food supply?
How safe is Japan's what?
The food supply.
It's not safe at all right now.
Would you eat anything?
I wouldn't, personally. Not with the nuclear fallout that they've had. Basically, they've had 2 of their nuclear plants go, and a lot of that stuff went into the air. A lot of their food, cattle, and stuff like that has all been polluted. Their waters are also polluted because of it. So I would have to say stick to canned goods and bottled water.
Is their planet can their planet and their economy ever recover from this situation?
Yeah, of course. We can always recover. Where you put life will sustain itself. You know, so we will definitely recover from this. It'll just make us a stronger people.
And is it time to invest in Japan?
Is it time to invest in Japan? I say it's time to help Japan, and yeah, it would be a good time to invest in Japan because they're in a time of crisis where they really desperately need our help.
Is that it?
Yeah, for these ones.
So in closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say?
So in closing, is there anything last that you'd like to say about the crisis in Japan?
Yes, I would. I would like to say that all you people in Japan are in our prayers, in our hearts, and we are doing the best we can to raise funds for you here in America to send over with the Red Cross.
Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome.
This is Oil Slick here with the Predatory Lending Network, and we're talking about the crisis in Libya today. What do you think about the Libyan conflict?
I think it's not good. I think that they need to work things out. They need to talk things out instead of starting wars. You know, they're always got some sort of war going on over there in Libya, and I think that it's time that they take a good look at the rest of the world, such as Japan. You know, instead of worrying about their oil and who's got the rights to this oil mine or whatever, you know, or minerals, you know, they should take a look at other countries such as Japan and think about, hey, why don't we start working on a new design? Peace. You know, so that's basically my thoughts on it.
And how will this affect oil prices?
Well, every time we go to war with them over there, our oil prices always skyrocket. So, you know, if we end up in a time of peace and everybody's kind of united as one, you know, this is a small planet. We all have to live on this planet together, you know, and if we're constantly fighting our brothers and sisters, then, you know, how can we be a society? You know, oil prices, they're going to skyrocket each time we go to war with these people, you know, because they're like, you know what, if we're going to go to war with these people, we're going to charge them more for our oil so we can buy more guns to blow them up. You know, instead of doing that, why don't they think about planting trees and stuff like that? You know, we go to war over oil, and what ends up happening? We start ruining the ozone layer, and we just kill the planet. We're not just killing ourselves, we're killing the planet as well.
And Qatar is the first planet to formally back the rebels and buy their oil. What do you think about this?
Wait, repeat that?
Qatar is the first planet to formally back the rebels and buy their oil. What do you think about this?
I think that that's a good idea, as long as they share it with the rest of the people.
And which side should the United Federation of Planets be backing, the government or the rebels?
Well, I'm going to have to say the rebels, because the government, you know, when you've got government, you just got people saying, hey, I'm the boss, I'm the leader, you're going to do what I say. You know, and I believe that a planet is for the people, not for one government.
And is now the time to invest in defense stock?
Not when you got superheroes like us around.
All right then. And is there anything else you'd like to say about the Libyan conflict?
Get rid of all your bombs, missiles, keep it clean.
All right. There you have it.
Signed out?
Hi, this is Oil Slick for the Predatory Lending Network, here talking about the Libyan crisis with Spider-Man. What do you think about the Libyan conflict?
I think we're taking care of something that should have been done a long time ago. Gaddafi needs to go. He's going to kill his own people with weapons that actually we provided, and we're doing the right thing. And hopefully we won't have to take the lead in this one as well.
How do you think this is going to affect oil prices?
They'll go up a little bit, but they'll come back down. OPEC always any excuse to raise prices. It's just more scare tactics than anything else.
Qatar is the first planet to formally back the rebels and buy their oil. What do you think about this?
I think that's great.
And which side should the United Federation of Planets be backing, the government or the rebels?
The rebels, definitely. Yeah, the rebels. Woo! Spider-Man says that's how it is.
And is now the time to invest in defense stocks?
I'd say no. I don't think so. Our weapons are already made. We're not making anything. We're just using what we already have.
All right. So, do you have anything else to add to the Libyan conflict?
Go Rebels!
Go Rebels!
There we go.
All right, again, this is Oil Slick signing out for the Predatory Lending Network. Hi, I am the Geisha Monster here for the Predatory Lending Network to talk about the Japan nuclear crisis. What do you think about this Japan nuclear crisis?
It's a terrible thing that's happened, but it's just you know, we had a tsunami, we had an earthquake, and that's what happens. Don't build one so close to the shore maybe next time. But I think you need water around it, so it's I'm not really sure on that one. Can you have a nuclear plant that's not near water? I think you have to have it near water.
What is the future of nuclear power throughout the galaxy?
Oh, we're going to still have to use it. Everybody relies on it heavily. It's still the safest form of energy we have. Yeah. Besides the occasional setback with one of them melting down.
Right. Okay, so how safe is the Japan's food supply?
Oh, I think that they're in a lot of trouble. I'm glad I'm not Japanese or in Japan right now. I think the people that are right around it are going to be affected from it, but it's in no way going to blow over to America here to Hollywood.
Can their planet and economy recover from this?
Absolutely. They're a strong country. They'll be fine.
Is it time to invest in Japan?
Sure, why not? That actually might work out for you.
All right, is there anything else you'd like to say about the crisis in Japan?
Yeah, fix that stuff. I don't want any radiation in my food. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Spider-Man. Here at Predatory Lending Network, talking about the Japan nuclear crisis. Hi, I'm the Geisha Monster here with the Predatory Lending Network. What do you think about the Japan nuclear crisis?
Oh my goodness, it's quite devastating actually, but there have been prophecies from way back, even before Christ, that have said, you know, that the end of the world is near, that there's going to be a destruction of the present heaven and earth, that there's going to be an apocalypse and end times. So I do believe that we are facing the end times right now, and this is just the beginning, that these natural disasters are going to be occurring and they're going to be headlining our news from here on out. So.
And what do you think of the future of nuclear power throughout the galaxy?
Nuclear power, I believe it's a good idea in theory. We'll have to see if it really actually works. You know, I'm not sure. That's not really my field. I just play Mary Poppins and fly.
How safe is Japan's food supply?
You know, actually, my my brother is in Japan right now with his wife from Japan, and they're visiting relatives, and he's Facebooking me with all these photos of the delicious food. So I know that he's trusting that it doesn't have radioactivity in it, but the news is saying that there's radioactivity in the water along a lot of the ports and along the ocean and whatnot, and I'm really nervous for him, so I'm Facebooking him every day, you know, just be careful, come home, you know, just be careful, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what more they can do.
Right. Can their planet and economy recover from this?
I don't think that they should rebuild in the areas that were devastated. I believe that we should be commission our government to actually invest in like submarine type vessels where massive amounts of people can flood to, you know, in the case of a tsunami, and where you can survive with air and food and water for a given period of time while the tsunami is occurring, and that can submerge out of the water and float. Because we've been warned for so many years by so many scientists, by so many people that, you know, there's going to be natural disasters, because the Earth is moving actually, you know, and this is all a derivative of that. So, you know, I think we need to really wise up and start really employing those that have the skills to actually, you know, start building, constructing. We're here in Hollywood where they can construct sets just like this, and beautiful elaborate sets, you know, really quickly. And if we could build like submarine type vessels that could withstand ships coming at them, you know, airplanes coming at them, whatever man-made material comes at it, and withstand that, then I think we're good. So that's what I think we should be doing here this month actually, because now Christians are saying the end of the world is May 21st of 2011, which is a month and a half away. So that doesn't give us a lot of time to prepare. But I do believe God has said it, and because God has said it, my Father, you know, I believe Him, and I'm gonna, you know, listen to that over anything else. And I know that you know, the present heaven and earth are going to be destroyed, and there's going to be a new heaven and earth. So I believe that's what's going on.
And is it time to invest in Japan?
I don't believe so. I believe that. Not only Japan, this is just the beginning, and it's not just going to be Japan, it's going to be all over the world, because the whole world is turning. So we're seeing birds dying and falling out of the sky here in the United States. We're seeing fish die and float to shore. How is that affecting our breathing? How is that affecting us as humans? It is. Our world is changing, and everything is changing right now. And so that's what we're seeing, that's what we're experiencing, and it's not just Japan. So I think with the time that we have right now, we should do everything we can with those that are still alive, and you know, just to be wise. And just like Noah, God commissioned Noah to build the ark and bring 2 of every kind of animal on the ark with him, and to withstand the flood, because he was going to destroy mankind. And he was obedient to God, and he built the ark, and he brought 2 of every kind of animal and his family on the ark, and he survived, and they started mankind again. And I think that's exactly what God has said in the Bible is happening right now, and that if we are submissive and obedient and hear His voice, you know, we'll be safe. But I think that's the key right there, is just to, you know, accept Christ, acknowledge God, that He made us, and that He's the great I am, and that, you know, we can't live without Him. And we need Him, and just be submissive to Him, and what He says is true.
Okay, well, there you have it. The Geisha Monster signing out for the Predatory Lending Network.
Spit, spat, and all that. Step in time. God bless you. Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm the Geisha Monster here with the Predatory Lending Network, talking about the Japan nuclear crisis. What do you think about the Japan nuclear crisis?
Well, you know what? There's a great tragedy over there, and the nuclear just added to it. You know, the tsunami started off everything. Of course, the earthquakes were the big problem, but this nuclear thing with the meltdown and all that. I mean, hey, you know what? I feel sorry for those people over there, and I just, you know, pray that they, you know, make it through this crisis.
What is the future of nuclear power throughout the galaxy?
Well, you know what? This should be a lesson for all nuclear power holders, or us, the U.S., those that are trying to make dirty bombs in other countries. They should learn their lesson from this tragedy so far.
And how safe do you think Japan's food supply is?
You know what? I don't know if I want to eat anything imported right now.
Can their planet and economy recover from this?
You know what? Everything is possible when people come together. So, you know what? Like I said, just pray for those guys over there and make sure that, you know, they get the support that they need.
Do you think it's time to invest in Japan?
You know what? When I hate to sound like an opportunist, but yeah.
All right, well, there you have it. Here at the Predatory Lending Network, Christiana. Hi, I'm Oil Slick here with the Predatory Lending Network talking about the Libyan conflict. What do you think about the Libyan conflict?
The Libyan conflict is so bizarre to me. Where we're from, we don't do this kind of thing, and I'm trying to understand what are the humans doing.
Well, now, how do you think this is going to affect the oil prices?
I think it's going to apparently drag them all the way up.
Yeah.
So they can't do anything, the humans. I hope they don't start conflict more and more.
Qatar is the first planet to formally back the rebels and buy their oil. What do you think about this?
This is bizarre to me. Why the humans pick one or the other or anyone, or these people back each other. They've got to stick together.
Now, which side do you think the United Federation of Planets should be backing, the government or the rebels?
I think they should always go with the government.
And is now the time to invest in defense stocks?
Hey, I think this is the time to invest in this defense stocks right now more than ever before. Why? We have to protect ourselves.
Okay, good answers. I like that. Here with the Predatory Lending Network. Oil Slick here at the Predatory Lending Network. What do you think about the Libyan crisis?
Well, they're not affecting us. The government is saying that we are doing good with the oil right now. So as long as the oil stays on the same price or lower, it's better for us.
So you don't think this is going to affect oil prices?
Not right now.
And Qatar is backing the rebels. What do you think about that?
Hey, Obama is doing the same thing. He's helping the rebels, so I think it's okay too for him to help them.
So which side do you think the United Federation of Planets should be backing, the government or the rebels?
For me, I think the rebels too. The rebels, because they were gonna start killing them, so it's better to help the rebels than the government.
So is now the time to invest in defense stocks?
Oh yeah. If I had money, I will do it. I will do it, man. Yep.
All right. So out here with Woody talking about the Libyan conflict. Thank you very much, Woody.
Thank you, miss. Bye bye.
Hi, I'm the Gate Monster here at the Predatory Lending Network. What do you think about the Japanese nuclear crisis?
Well, I think it's a very scary proposition. Their containment system is leaking into the sea, and they've used seawater to cool the power, so it looks like it's pretty dire right now. It looks like they may have a complete meltdown.
And what do you think of the future of nuclear power throughout the galaxy?
Oh, I think they're still going to use it because they have to use it. They're just going to have to develop better systems for when they have failure.
Well, how safe do you think Japan's food supply is?
It depends. I think up to this point, it's completely safe. I think if they leak any more serious radiation, then there is going to be a small problem. But a lot of people don't know they irradiate vegetables and stuff anyways to kill insects and various things that vegetables pick up. But it's just like, is the level tolerable or not?
Can their planet and economy recover from this?
Their planet and our planet. Well, they were saying some of that has a half-life of 200,000 years. So ask me in the future, and then I'll know. Quite probably, but still, it's nothing to play around with.
Is it time to invest in Japan?
Well, I don't think you should be scared to invest in Japan. I don't know if you want to invest in the same technology that built those reactors, though. But anyways, yeah, so I think that, you know, this is a small thing on the scale of things, but it's just a demonstration of what can happen if the correct steps aren't taken.
Well, thank you very much. Gage Monster here with Predatory Lending Network.
Can't hear. Does the page get turned?
Hi, I'm Oil Slick here with the Predatory Lending Network. What do you think about the Libyan conflict?
Oh, that's a very, very scary proposition, because once you start invading one country, as you know, it's hard to stop invading countries. And but I think, in a sense, it was necessary because otherwise there was going to be genocide. And anytime there's going to be genocide is when I think the UN needs to step in. And we are the UN.
So what do you think this is going to do to the, how is it going to affect oil prices?
Well, I know unfortunately it's going to run oil prices up, but it shouldn't, because the oil is safe. They're just using their monopoly on the market to be greedy and make as much money as they can.
And Qatar is the first planet to formally back the rebels and buy their oil. What do you think about this?
Oh, you know what? I didn't hear that, and I don't know what sentence you're asking me.
Qatar is the first Arab country to buy oil from the rebels.
Okay.
They're the first country to officially recognize
them as a separate country?
As a separate country. Now we say planet instead of country because, you know,
right.
So it's part of the continent. But
okay, so I got it.
You got it?
Okay, yeah, I just lost my place there.
That's okay.
Okay.
Qatar is the first planet to formally back the rebels and buy their oil. What do you think about this?
Well, that's a tremendous first step right there for getting Gaddafi out of power, because if people start failing to listen to him and start dealing with the other faction, that kind of changes the centralism of power from Gaddafi over to possibly the people. It may not be the people, but hopefully it is the people. And that's good, because it shows other Arabs are willing to acknowledge the change in government.
And which side should the United Federation of Planets be backing, the government or the rebels?
The rebels always. I've always had a soft spot for rebels. Don't put that in my next movie.
And is now the time to invest in defense stocks?
In defense? Oh, always in defense stock. That's where the money is, because countries from all over the world buy our equipment. So that's never going to be bad. And the more wars, unfortunately, the better.
And if anything knows anything about war, it'd be you. All right, well, thank you very much.
Who's your daddy now?
Right.
There you go.